An Operation Midway Blitz in Chicago resulted in the arrest of illegal migrants convicted of assault, domestic violence, and murder. And those are just the criminal records the United States can access. I'd like to remind my colleagues that foreign criminal records often are not accessible, particularly from countries like Venezuela. We titled this hearing, quote, Blue City Chaos and Tragedy, end quote, because 18 of the top 20 most crime-ridden cities are controlled by Democrats preaching and implementing soft on crime policies. In fact, in 2022, the Heritage Foundation released a report finding a supermajority of high crime cities in red states are, quote, deep blue and ran by left-wing ideologues, end quote. Those ideologues abuse federal grant money to push anti-victim policies in local prosecutors' offices and thwart immigration law. In June, I released a report outlining how the Soros-backed Vera Institute of Justice used federal funds to embed in progressive prosecutor offices. Those prosecutors declined to charge a repeat sexual predator, release violent criminals back into the community to reoffend, and investigated their political opponents. In Congress, good faith efforts by some Republicans to work collaborative on gun solutions through the Bipartisan Safer Community Act quickly turned to political opportunism. Democrats abandoned their promise to adhere strictly to legislative text and authorize warrantless searches of any lawful gun owner who dared to transact a single gun sale from their home. Many suffered under Biden's administration's tortured reading of the law and executive overreach, but none more so than victims who lost their loved ones in violent crime. Many of those individuals welcome President Trump's effort to make their communities safer. To the National Guard and law enforcement officers working to make America safer, I think all of my colleagues would join me in saying thank you for your service. The left-leaning media has alleged the National Guard is bored. If anything, I think that's a sign of their presence is deterring violence. Before I turn to Ranking Member Durbin, I'm going to take a minute for a video that shows the human cost of self-on-crime policies. So please listen for 1 minute.
The juveniles have run the city, not just the city, but cities across the country, whether it's Memphis, Philadelphia, Chicago, whether it's Baltimore.
And the fact of the matter is you can get up every morning in this city and you can say somebody's going to get murdered.
A man who is believed to be in his 40s, who was just an innocent person driving on Ohio Street when one of the suspects from this burglary here outside of the Louis Vuitton store was driving southbound on Michigan Avenue, crashed into that man. He died as a result of that crash.
It is unconscionable that you can look the other way and allow this to happen every single day.
Crime is still a big problem in the Twin Cities. Each incident brings with it lasting fear and pain to those victimized.
Make no mistake, this is not low-level crime. It's what happens when repeat offenders are allowed to cycle through arrest after arrest without meaningful accountability. It's what happens when there are no real consequences.
But the bottom line is, how do we get crime under control?
We have to do something in order to show we're trying every avenue to make Chicago a better place. It just can't be, no, you're not coming here because we don't like you politically.